Imagine coming home from college, excited to sleep in your own bed, hug your parents, maybe catch up with some friends, only to find a for sale sign on your front lawn, and your life stuffed into trash bags on the porch. No note, no explanation, just garbage bags, and a cold message, deal with it. That was the day I realized I didn't have a family anymore, but what I built out of that pain. That's a story they'll never forget. If you've ever been betrayed by the people who were supposed to love you most, this story is for you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and stick around, because sometimes, the sweetest revenge is simply becoming unforgettable. I was 19, just wrapped up midterms and took the long bus ride home for spring break. I had texts from friends waiting to hang out, a craving for my mom's cooking, and the thought of finally sleeping in my own bed after weeks of stress. But when I got to my neighborhood, something felt off. There was a for sale sign on my lawn. I stopped cold. Maybe it was a mistake. Wrong address. But no, that was my house. My front door. My childhood. Then I saw them, my belongings. Stuffed into garbage bags like junk. Torn clothes, my childhood photo albums, even my high school diploma, everything just dumped and left out in the open like forgotten trash. I called my mom. No answer. Called my dad. He picked up. His voice. Ice cold. We moved, he said. Just like that. No apology, no explanation. I asked him why I wasn't told, why my stuff was thrown out like garbage. His reply, deal with it. No emotion, no guilt. That moment crushed me. My own father spoke to me like I was some unwanted guest at his door. Like I was disposable. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just stood there, numb. That was the moment I realized, I didn't have a family anymore. That night, I stayed at a friend's house. My mind was racing. I kept replaying every conversation I'd had with my parents the past few months. There had been tension, sure. I wanted to study creative writing instead of taking over the family business. But I never expected to be erased. I didn't go back to school that semester. I found work. I couch surfed. I hustled. And most importantly, I cut all contact. One message to my parents. I get it. You never wanted me. Message received. What followed was silence. Except for the missed calls. At first, it was a few calls every week. Then it became daily. Then frantic. Over 247 missed calls in a year. All unanswered. Why? Because the golden child, my older brother, had crashed their business into the ground. Turns out, the prodigal son they adored had no idea how to manage anything. He burned cash, fired loyal staff, and made ridiculous investments that tanked the whole operation. They sold the house not because they wanted to get rid of me, but because they had to. And now, they needed me. But by then, I had built something new. I found a mentor at the local bookstore who believed in my writing. I started publishing short stories, entered contests, and got noticed. A small indie publishing house offered me a deal, and within 9 months, I became a rising voice in the literary world. My debut novel hit hard. One day, while signing books at an event, I saw them, my parents. Standing in line. My father, humbled. My mother, teary-eyed. My brother, nowhere in sight. When they finally reached me, they didn't ask how I was. They didn't say sorry. They asked for help. Help fixing the business. Help fixing our family. I smiled. The kind of smile you give someone who's drowning but refused your hand years ago. I dealt with it, I said. Like you told me to. And I walked away. That one sentence. That moment. That choice, to not explode, to not cry, to not beg, but to simply rise above and let them see me shine from a distance. That was the most satisfying revenge I could have ever imagined. Not pettiness. Not destruction. But proof that I was always worth something. That they were wrong to throw me away. I didn't need revenge in flames. I gave them silence. And success. They'd have to live with that. Sometimes the best revenge isn't vengeance at all, it's peace. It's becoming everything they said you'd never be. If you've ever been abandoned, disrespected, or underestimated, remember, you don't have to prove them wrong. Just prove yourself right. If this story hit you in the heart, give it a like. And tell me in the comments, what's the most cold-hearted betrayal you've ever seen? Don't forget to subscribe for more true Reddit revenge stories that remind us, sometimes, karma wears your face.